My name is Matt Crane. I'm 36 years old. Live here in Vestavia, Alabama with my beautiful wife, Kami. We have two kids, the fuzzy variety, Bo and Bailey, and we currently own a business that, fortunately for us, is right up the street within walking distance, so it's a very short commute for me. I know what my purpose is. From an early age, I've always had a love for people. I've always been a people pleaser, but it's always been something I've always just had, just a sincere and caring heart for people, and seeing people just be the best versions of themselves that they can be. So I really and truly feel like I'm supposed to help people make a difference in their lives, whatever the case may be. And people are saying, "Oh yeah, well you're helping them get fit, and that's changing their lives," and that is true. I hope that I'm having a bigger impact than that. I hope that my clients and people who have worked with me before in the past would say, "Yes, he taught me, all these great things about weights and how to eat and all these things, and I look great and I feel great," but hopefully they would say too that I helped maybe give them a new perspective in life. Maybe they walked in with some kind of crazy huge burdens that they had on them, and that time with me is a relief from that. I truly feel like my purpose is in my own little way, give those people a bright moment and a better life. And I really hope that that's what I'm doing. Back in 2002, after I graduated college, I spent 6.5 years in the banking industry. And if you kind of do the calculation there, that puts you right to about 2008 when the financial crisis happened, the housing collapse. So at that time I was working with Wachovia, and I lost my job. Not only did I lose my job, I lost my sense of purpose, my sense of self, and what was to be the 2 years that followed, very difficult time in life for me. Just really struggled with, losing a job, which was really difficult for me. But during that time, there was one thing for me that I felt really kept me going, and that was fitness and working out and taking care of myself physically. I found that it helped me mentally and spiritually as well. So that was one thing that kind of led me into the fitness industry. From that point, as I was deciding what I wanted to do for a career and for the rest of my life, did I want to get back into the corporate world, become just a cog in the wheel, working for the man, however you want to call it, or did I really want to go and pursue something that was really a lifelong dream for me, which was to be an entrepreneur and to own my own business and to be my own boss and to create something and to make something. And for me, that was really what it was more about, was creating something. There's something magical about taking a vision or a dream that you've put down and written down on paper and seeing that built up into something that's an actual physical reality. And so that was always a dream of mine. So when I was thinking about that, I decided that why not pursue something that I knew was not only life-changing, but something that could help others, and something that was a viable industry, something that really had potential. It wasn't something that really wasn't achievable, and so that's why I chose that. And so I decided I was going to go out and I was going to be a personal trainer, and I was going to start a personal training business, and eventually I was going to own my own gym, studio, whatever you want to call it. And here we are today, as of this past February 2016. I own Meta Fitness Studio, my own gym, so it's been pretty cool. It's been quite the journey. There were so many people who made it happen for me. I firmly believe that, we get, no one is where they are without someone helping them get there. My biggest challenge was building up my base, which I was able to overcome relatively quickly, fortunately. But then just being able to build up enough credibility, but financing and network of people who believed in me to help me have the resources to open a gym. So that's obviously, I would say finances were the biggest obstacle. I think one of the biggest pieces is be ready to work. I know everybody says it, work hard and you can get to where you want to be, but truly in this business, you've got to be you're on other people's schedules. You've got to be willing to be flexible. And basically, I can't believe I don't have it on today, but you have a bracelet and it says whatever it takes. And it's kind of my personal motto. It's not just a cheesy cliche statement that I have to just have on a band. I mean, you really have to live by that whatever it takes mentality, because it's, you have to differentiate yourself in an industry where there's so many different people. And one of those ways is to go above and beyond, to be different from the other people out there. So the advice I would say, it would be to work hard. It would be to plan. And it would be also to, it's more than just in the gym stuff you need to worry about training people and lifting weights. That's really just a small part. If you're looking at it from a business perspective, you really need to not only work in your business, but also own your business. That's the way I kind of look at it. So not just are you helping your clients in the gym, but you also have to invest time outside on your business as well. So that would be one of the, I think, best pieces of advice I could give. I graduated from Auburn with an MIS degree, which is management information systems, computer stuff, which to this day, I mean, I wouldn't consider myself too techy, but I definitely obviously have a good knowledge, so that has helped. My 6.5 years being in banking, I was in sales that entire period. So it was not an education, but I would say it is an education. It's not an education, as you say, as getting a diploma, as you guys are doing in class, but it's real world education. And it was sales, and it was business. My last 2.5 years was B2B sales. So I learned a lot about, I did cash management sales. I learned a lot about how businesses did what they did, what was successful, what was not, how they took money in, what they did with it when they had it, where did it go after. I mean, I learned so much about the inner workings of a business that I had no clue was really prepared me for where I am now as an entrepreneur and a small business owner. So I would say that time of my life has just played a huge role. Other than that, obviously, when I decided to be a trainer, I went and I got certified. And I didn't go to one of these weekend warrior classes. I went, I got, it's a NASM is a certification I have, and it is a legit, you have to really take time and study and understand, and as you should, because you're dealing with people's bodies. And obviously you need to understand why you're doing what you're doing, and to promote a healthy, safe environment for your clients. So other than that, it's just getting out there and just doing it. I mean, sometimes having no idea, like opening up a business for the first time, an actual brick and mortar storefront, I had zero education on that. But it's been pretty amazing just to jump right in, and I know that there's so much more that I can know, and I never stop learning. Every day, as part of my 10 to 15 minutes that I devote to some type of reading that's related to my field, I'm fortunate to work with some amazing people. One of them who does have a kinesiology degree, and just try to just glean as much as I can from him and listen to him talk and ask questions whenever I can. And that would be another piece of advice. It's don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to surround yourself with people who are better than you. That's what it's all about at the end. And first of all, there's always somebody better than you are, and it's okay, and it's actually going to make you better. And one day when that person comes to you and asks you for advice, be kind and be gracious and be humble to those people. I guess for me, freedom is not having to punch a clock. Freedom for me is being able to create something that was my vision. Freedom for me is even though I get up way earlier and go to bed way late and spend more time than I ever did working inside of a corporate entity, feeling more enthused and excited and just looking forward to what's ahead. Just that's knowing that I'm living a life of purpose. That's freedom to me. Knowing that I'm helping people change their life, That's freedom to me. Knowing that I'm able to go to work in gym clothes, and that's what provides food and pays bills for my family. That is freedom to me. And just I can't just living every day in gratitude and being thankful for what I have, and knowing how fortunate I am to be where I am. There's something freeing about those emotions as well. So I hope that my clients and people who have worked with me before in the past would say, yes, he taught me, all these great things about weights and how to eat and all these things, and I look great and I feel great. But hopefully they would say too that I helped maybe give them a new perspective in life. Maybe I gave them. Maybe they walked in with some kind of crazy huge burdens that they had on them, and that time with me is a relief from that. I truly feel like my purpose is in my own little way, give those people a bright moment and a better life.